Hi everyone, this is part 2 to our breakdown of Astana. I thought everybody would like to see is, I haven't quite finished everything yet, but let's show what we have broken down so far. If you haven't watched part 1, I will leave a link here for you in the description box. This is the capital of Kazakhstan, and it has had a lot of notoriety of being built for the New World Order. And I've shown on my channel how everything is mapped out on the Earth. This was the Dog Star Sirius, and this was the sword that they want to get out of the stone. The sword for the second horseman, which is also shown right here in the Denver International Airport murals. The day something happens down near San Diego, and this is when they get this sword, which the event happens down near Camp Pendleton to begin everything. I will even show by the end of this one how the Well of Souls is right over there down near the 33-degree parallel of Camp Pendleton, where all of the dead are supposed to rise. All of the ones that are with Jesus Christ to rise as a phoenix. But we have this here where we showed this sword. And now we're going to show about how that guy wants to get the sword. I've broken down a lot more of this. So let's go into here and show this diagram. We showed the phoenix last time, showing it rise here above the dome. And this right here is in the exact replica of the White House in Washington, D.C., of when America falls, when the clock runs out. We're going to show all of this today. There is a lot more imagery here, and I have a good part of it broken down. So let's take a look at it all and dive into right here, which shows the scales of justice, and they're out of balance on this day when something comes down. Now this is one of the hieroglyphs we keep showing and keep verifying, but we see this man or entity coming down going into Obama and blowing these nukes down near Camp Pendleton. And he looks like has the horns of a bull, almost like the devil, the key to the abyss. And then up here you can see this phoenix flies. All of this right here on this glyph. So we'll match it to all of this here today. The scales here are out of balance. And on this side it shows the bull coming down. I've shown him wears this little hat. Just like this. This is him. That's exactly the thing that is coming down. The little horn. See how it has a little horn? The same thing as this, coming down. There he is. You can see the planets here. This looks like Earth. Not sure what this one would be. And then you have Saturn over here. This is Saturn. Now, going across from right here is a very weird situation. This thing is going to be here from this part of the scales to this part. Let's get the killer whale. Right here you can see that there's like a killer whale, literally. It's picking anything up that did not go in the phoenix, any spiritual thing. And now over here you can see him again, and now he's pulling these people in. This man is going right into this entity's mouth. You can see the man right here. And he's going right into this thing's mouth. From here to here, this thing is eating people. Literally. It is taking their souls. If you're not on the phoenix. See, the phoenix rises and goes right on up to the temple of God. And then this thing is here for the great deception. All during this time, right here. You can even see that this is a killer whale. Perfect. If you're not inside of this phoenix area, whatever souls are trying to escape, obviously, this thing is eating them. See it? It's pulling it right into its mouth. They have they have shown this entity in the Fifth Element, and they have also shown it in the Green Lantern movie. This thing right here, see how it's eating this man? It fed on fear. Literally, it feeds on fear. There it is, right there, eating everybody. These ones have been saved and passed over him. Now we're going to go down here and look some more. We could break this down some more. I mean, what do all these things have to be weights? See how it's out of balance? And then justice comes, like the Lone Ranger, to chase him away and gets rid of him. Now we're going to break more of this down. It shows all of this all through here. It's very intricate. Let's enjoy this. When we come over to this side, you can see he's coming down. He goes right into a man, right here. He goes right into like his left eye. It's supposed to be the head wound of the Bible. This is when the head wound happens. They always show him with this arm like this. See how it's squiggly? One of his arms is like this. And here he is. He's the little horn right there. See how we're building all this? He's coming down. This is the part where he comes down with the key to the abyss, goes into Obama, and blows the nukes, and launches the Phoenix. And in other words, by him doing this and launching this Phoenix, he gets all of the souls that didn't go with Jesus Christ. See, he eats them all. Jesus gets his. This little horn gets all the souls that didn't go with Jesus. And then this guy wants that sword. He wants this sword. So he has to trade these people right here that are all going to sleep. And then all of these are going up to the Great Tribulation. And he goes off to take peace from the world right there. But he wants like Excalibur or this sword right here. That big sword we showed stuck in the stone. He comes down, goes into him. And now I've shown that Steven Spielberg, half the things he writes are shown all over the earth. This guy has been shown in a couple of the Star Wars movies. Let's go down to this guy right here. Just like this. This thing goes right into his hat. See how his arm now is like this hat? And now he's inside like this body of this priest. And he's reaching right over here to where the clock is. And he's pushing on, well, right here where the satellite is we showed. This is the priest's body. Just like this. He has his funky arm here. He has hooves. And then he has like this thing that looks like a gun, but it's also like a crystal head. It's an alien's crystal head. I've shown that this is what they are going to make everybody stare at. See right here? The crystal head. And this man staring at it. And as he stares at it, this little demon goes right into his head. And this is known as the false prophet, with frogs coming out of his mouth. And see how this demon goes right into the person who decided to take the mark of the beast and is staring at the idol, this crystal head idol, that thing in his hand. He pushes the button and begins the great deception. He gets the sword after that. He wants that sword bad. Without that sword, he's going to probably get killed. On the other side, over here, after justice comes down, becomes like a race after this. He has to outrun justice. This is him right here. And he's a lot like that Morpheus in the Matrix movie. He made everybody take the red pill and they went farther down the rabbit hole. Here he is now running, and he has this rabbit with all of the souls that have chosen to take the red pill and not take the blue pill. And he's running right then and there. And that's when the boat gets launched. From right down here. The whole boat. First you can see the Phoenix right in the middle here. Ready to launch. You can see that this is an arc. This is like an arc. And on this side is the nuclear football, ready to launch the boat. And this name right here is even the, see if we wait a second. This is like the Constitution place. This is when the Constitution leaves. See, Constitutional Council of Republic. The Constitution of the United States is gone. World War III is on then. Martial law. All of those things are going on. And this is the nuclear football that launches the arc right here to launch the Phoenix right up through there. And then you have the satellite. See him reaching right here, and like a key, it's like he's sticking a key in there to launch the Phoenix, to launch the nukes, all right up through here. And there goes the Phoenix right up towards the Temple of God. And everybody else who's taken the red pill is, they're stuck with him forever at that point. So there is that whole thing right there mapped out. Working out exactly as my channel keeps showing over and over again. So let's show a few more things about this Phoenix. Okay, let's go deep. This is the Baja Strip. And right here is the keyhole, as I've shown, of the Salton Sea. See how it looks just like a keyhole to start the Great Tribulation? To get this sword. That's where they launched the Phoenix from. All of the souls are right here ready to launch. And that's when they get this giant sword. See how the Baja Strip looks exactly like Callie's sword. And then the keyhole is right here. Well, I've shown that they actually show everybody wrapped up like a phoenix. This is the Isle of Guadalupe. Right down there where I keep showing everything's going to rise from. Right down here. And you can see this Phoenix. We're going to show this in another spot too. This is a man or woman wrapped up in a phoenix, ready to rise when Jesus Christ calls us all. When the abyss is opened. Right then and there. See how he has his wings wrapped around him, and he's sleeping in this phoenix suit. The other people are not in a phoenix suit. The little picture of the man that was being eaten, he was not in a phoenix outfit like this. But I've also mapped this out all around the world. We're just doing this very quickly today until I break everything down and practically have to make a movie. But we're going to go down to the Nazca lines now and show them actually wrapping up the souls in the Phoenix. This is the Nazca lines down in Peru, where people have seen things mapped out from the beginning of time. And they talk of the gods being able to look down and see everything from above. Now, for everybody that's been following me, this is how you can see how you're awake. You have all of this knowledge. You've seen all this, so you can make all of these connections. We've seen right down here the crops, estudiantes, the students, and then actually having to go over to here to the ingenio, the ones with the talents, the ones that have been chosen. And right down here, I've even shown that this is exactly like the boat that we just saw over there in Astana. Right here. Perfectly. I've been showing this for 4 years, or 3 years. But it shows right here, this boat ready to be launched with this nuke right here. And then putting all the souls in the boat. Right here. And they're kicking this rabbit out. The rabbit has to get out with all this other stuff at that point in time. Over here, you can actually see the leopard. A perfect leopard right here. This represents when Obama falls, when he takes his mask off, and then he becomes the dragon rises. Now you see this dragon. But all of this, I've mapped out all of this up here. I have a couple of hour-long video breakdowns of all this area. We're showing how this is coordinating now. And then after this, what comes up is a death, like a hook. See, death comes up. All of the phoenixes, the people get packed away into this boat. I show them wrapping them up. And then anything that doesn't get into this boat ends up getting eaten by the dragon back into here. But what I wanted to show was up here a little bit. Let's show a little bit just about the phoenix being wrapped up. I've shown how the whole earth is made like a giant machine. I mean, everything is working perfectly. The Lord God has made everything perfect. Even right here, where the people have to go back into the earth after we die, you can see right here, this finger. There's a lot here. Like I said, I have a lot broken down in this area. You can see this finger pointing as the souls are all coming down, and they're picking people out. Right here. Just like that, even with a fingernail. Because they're picking people out to be wrapped up as a phoenix. Let's move this out of the way. This one's not very easy to see, but we're going to do it. I don't think any of them are very easy to see. Okay, you had the finger, or the hand, pointing. Then you can see these lines coming right down to here. And they are wrapping up a phoenix. And putting him in a lily. Just like this. And he goes into the lily. And then he's packed onto the boat. And he's ready to be called when Jesus Christ calls us. We're all going to rise in the air like a phoenix. I mean, just like this. Rising from the dead. Just like that, going right into the lily. When he calls all of us, this is where everybody is sleeping right now. Either wrapped up like a phoenix or wrapped up just in the other way, ready to be consumed. Right there. Perfect. So over and over again, we're showing the same circumstance each time. And when this goes, when that nuke goes, we go from being students and we go right through this little tiny eye of the needle right here, just as Jesus said. We have to go through the eye of the needle, and we go to El Ingenio. I have not finished mapping this out yet, but it shows everybody being unpacked all throughout here, ready to go to our next stage. Whatever we're supposed to do. I guess when Jesus talks about, when he talks about our talents and stuff, because ingenio can also mean talents or gifted or genius. But we go from the students to the next part. We've graduated from the earth. We've escaped through the eye of the needle. So let's head back over there and show that one little image of the man again, that he's not wrapped as a phoenix in Astana. So here's the same boat right here. When the Constitution falls, there's the nuclear football in the back. We showed this over in Washington also. And this is when the phoenix rises. And then he starts doing the mark of the beast with the red pill or the blue pill all through there. But we wanted to come up here and showed that this man, you can see that from right here all the way up to here is the Great Deception or so. I did not break down a movie yet that had Jennifer Aniston in it, where she was the stripper, and the other guy that was in the Winnebago. But it showed a lot of this symbolism of right here. I forgot the name of that movie, but they showed the killer whale in there with like this guy. But anyways, I will take a look at that other circumstance, because this is the spiritual things that are doing all this too. All of the movies even show all of this in there. They all come right back to the Word of God. Now, this guy right up here is the guy we wanted to show about him just eating this guy. You can see how he's not in a phoenix outfit. You can see right here when the phoenix flies, this guy is out of the boat with the rabbit. That's what they've shown. Like when he comes and this thing's going to crash. This all starts with a giant crash event when these scales just slam down on this side. Bam! That's when the boat crashes. And then this guy is kicked out, and then everybody else ascends. In the phoenix. That's the situation we keep seeing. But we take this man, see how he has his rabbit with the red eye? Right there, Morpheus. And then we're getting right up to here. You can see that now this man is eating this person here, but he doesn't have the phoenix outfit on. He's just like a soul being consumed right then and there for judgment. And then this will bring the scales back down, and then they will be level again at that point. But the phoenix is flown, these guys have been consumed. During the harvest, we are sent to the barn. That's what he says. We go to the barn, then the rest of all these guys are consumed, burned up. See how this guy has a flame on top of his head? The fires have been turned up 7 times hotter, and he is consuming them that have taken the red pill, if you will, the mark of the beast, all through there. Well, we will keep on going and keep digging this case out and putting all of the things together. Here is another Denver airport mural I show a lot, and it has this comet in the background when America is on fire from Revelation 18 and when the millstone is cast down. But it shows the leopard, as we showed down in the Nazca lines, the head wound of the Bible. Confess with your mouth, the Lord is Jesus. Believe in your heart, God hath risen him from the dead, and you'll be saved. Hallelujah. Call out to him. He can hear us all. May he have mercy on us all, because this is all real. Thank you very much, everybody.